guys, how you doing? It's Henry. I'm Mowers and Blowers. Welcome to another episode. Today, I'm checking this out. This is an Echo PB-251 hand leaf blower, gas powered. It's one of the most popular leaf blowers out there. How do I know that? Well, there's a ton of YouTubers that have done reviews on this and repair videos.
No, it's an Echo. It's a PB-251.
Echo PB-251 leaf blower.
What to look for on an Echo leaf blower.
A PB-251.
Echo PB-251.
This is the Echo PB-251.
This is an older model. This is from 2010. The new models are, I believe, the PB-250.
What we have here today is a PB-250 Echo handheld blower.
On my Echo PB-250.
Including me.
Hey guys, how you doing? Mowers and Blowers here again. This is a Echo PB-250.
I got this thing for free! Free! That's right, free. Got it from my friend Mickey. He also gave me another one of those green things, you know, weed eaters, super old, not worth anything. I actually listed both of them for 30 bucks. Had a ton of people ask me about them, but they offered me like 10 bucks. I'm like, you can make more than 10 bucks on it if you just took the whole thing apart and sold the parts on eBay, for sure. Outside shrouds, flywheel, recoil starter, tubes, magneto, gas tank, air cleaner covers. They sell for at least $10 to $15 to $20. So I took it all apart and sold it separately on eBay. I'd make like 50 bucks off of it. So I said, nah, I'm just gonna try to get this to work. Now look, there's no way this is really gonna work. I don't have high confidence at all that I'm gonna be able to fix this. Why? Because this was left outside. People leave their small engine equipment outside in the elements. The snow, the rain. This stuff gets wet. It's not gonna work anymore. Everything's gonna rust together and fuse. You can't even pull it. Like this one, it's completely seized. So I want to try to unlock it. I don't know why people leave things outside. I mean, do you leave your dog outside in the rain? I mean, you don't leave your dog outside in the rain, do you? You don't, do you? Hold on, are you driving now? So this thing is locked up, all right? You can't pull it. Seized. If you pull any harder, you'll break the rope and have more problems. Looking at it, everything seems to be okay. All the parts seem to be there. Even the primer bulb pushes down, but it's really stiff. Probably needs to be replaced if we can get this thing started. But for you to even troubleshoot this to try to get it started, you have to be able to test it. And you can't test it with the engine locked up like this. So you could take the whole thing apart and try to move the flywheel, try to loosen it up. I suspect that the magneto is fused and rusted to the flywheel because somebody left this thing outside in the rain. Maybe this thing was inside somebody's swimming pool or thrown inside like a lake or something like that. It could be completely done, but you're not going to find that out unless you try, right? And even if it is, like I said, you could sell all this other stuff, parts of it, if you take it apart and sell it individually on eBay. You'll definitely make more than $10 off of this. You know what I mean? So it looks like the easiest way for us to at least try to move the flywheel, right, is to remove this black cage here. So we'll remove this first, put a socket onto the crankshaft bolt, and try to turn it. And also, we can remove the spark plug and put some penetrating oil down the spark plug hole. That'll kind of like lubricate the bore and piston rings. That's what I'll do. Take the spark plug coil boot off. Really stiff. Inside the boot is not rusted, looks okay. Spark plug looks okay, actually. Not rusty. Maybe it wasn't submerged in water. Looks okay. Check out the condition. Spray some penetrating oil inside. The foaming action on that. Let's take this cage off. Got a long screwdriver bit for my impact, 1/4 inch. Ooh. There's a crankshaft bolt right there. Ooh, look. Moves around now, just with my hand. Now let's see if it pulls. That's weird, huh? Move the fan, but not the flywheel. Moving the fan doesn't do anything. The piston is not moving. Looks like we might have to take the recoil starter off so we can turn it over here. And these are hex screws right here. There's a recoil starter. It's not the recoil starter that was seized. Seems to work just fine. Works even better now. Lubrication. It's this thing that's seized. Penetrating oil into the spark plug hole, kind of flood a little bit. Maybe put a little bit there. I'm going to try to work this. So I found an Allen key that fit that hex bolt pattern, and I couldn't turn it, so I had to use a long extension pipe, this copper pipe, and then I blew some more penetrating oil down the spark plug hole. I even helped it by slightly tapping the piston going down, lightly tapping it while doing that. And look at that. I actually feel some compression. It's very grindy though, so I have a feeling that the bore is very scored, and I would be surprised if it has any kind of compression. But it's mostly grinding on this side too, where the fan meets the shroud. It's kind of grinding because it has some like debris in between, and it's very tight.
That's what she said.
The fan's very tight. But it actually looks like it's pretty free. And I put my finger, what I could get, good seal over the hole, and I feel pressure. It's not like there's no compression. I feel like it's getting some kind of pressure. So you know what? Let's put the recoil starter back on, see if it at least pulls. put the recoil starter back on. Look at that. Seems a little easy to pull, doesn't it? Well, I have the spark plug out, you know. What do we have any spark? I've attached the ground wire to the block and to the thing, and I'm also putting my hand on it. No spark. I feel nothing. No shock, nothing. I'm not surprised. The magneto's probably shot, you know. Given the amount of corrosion and stuff on this thing, magneto's probably not working. Or the flywheel's so rusty that it's not giving it the good air gap contact to the magneto. I just put the spark plug back in just to give it a try, and it feels so weird. Oh. It's very easy to pull. Even with the spark plug in, there's no compression. I think this thing is shot. There's only one thing left to do, fellas. Take it all apart into thousands of pieces and sell the important stuff on eBay to recoup the money. Oh, well, I didn't spend any money on it, so there's nothing to recoup. To make money off of it. So initially, I was going to get rid of this for like 10 bucks. Will I make at least 10 bucks off the parts off of eBay? Sure I will. So, I'm going to put you on time lapse. We're going to take this thing all apart, and we're going to find out exactly why there's no spark and no compression, because I'm going to take the engine apart too, and we'll see all the damage, if there is some. I'm pretty sure there's damage, because look, there's no compression. It's just smooth. There's no just smooth. And the flywheel continues to turn after I stop pulling.
Look at that first snow of the year. It's not really sticking though. That's a shame.
When you live in a cold weather environment like I do, you have to prepare for the transition from fall to winter. You never know when you're gonna get snow. And when you have a big truck like this, regular squeegees and ice scrapers, you can't reach because it's so high up. That's why I have the 3-in-1 ice scraper, squeegee, and snow brush from Sears. Is this the snow brush of snow brushes or what? Foam grippage, easy to disconnect buttons. Just push the button, disconnects, reconnects if you want, and telescopic. Removes snow easily, and on the backside, a squeegee. Large bristles over here that go right over the windshield wipers. Flip it around for an ice scraper. cars, this is long enough to get the whole thing in one swoop. And then squeegee it clean. Press this button to pivot in different angles. If you got snow, you need a snow brush from Sears. I'll leave a link in the description if you guys are interested. Now back to the video.
Won't be able to use my snowmobile or any of my snowblowers.
All right, as you guys saw, I took everything apart. It was a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun to take stuff apart. All right, so here we go. Took the cylinder head off of the engine block. This is the engine block. Okay. This was where the recoil starter thingamajig, the clutch, I guess, went on. Here's the flywheel. And if you look at the flywheel, the magnets, they're not overly rusted or anything. Here is the piston. I damaged it when I was banging it down, right? But it, you know, it works. And connecting rod, it's smooth, whatever. And also, if you look at the surface of the piston, it's, you know, rough from corrosion and rust and stuff and a little beat up, but it's not really scored. If you will notice, though, that the ring on the piston is compressed inside and it won't come out, which means you're not going to get any compression because it's basically just a smooth bore going up and down. Nothing's preventing air from getting out. It seems like it still had some compression, though, but as you can see, the rings they're seized inside of the piston and it won't come out. So there's nothing there. It's just smooth all the way around, you know. We couldn't use this piston anyway because it's damaged. But I don't know. I think if you replace the piston, it might work. But you know, it's not cost effective to do that. You know, these leaf blowers, they cost maybe $129 on sale. $150, you know, you might be able to find it for $99 on sale. So to buy anything for this, to fix it, to put it all together against, it's not worth it. So I think I'll sell this thing as it is. Here, let me show you the cylinder head. Here's the cylinder head. That's where the muffler. No, that's where the muffler went on. Okay, this is where the intake manifold went on. If you look at the bore on the inside, it's not bad. Actually pretty smooth. I don't know if you guys can make it out, but it's pretty smooth. It's not bad. I don't see any scoring. It looks pretty smooth. So I maybe be able to sell this. I don't know for how much, but it's garbage to me, right? Here's the magneto. If you look at it, it looks like it's in great shape. Opama. See, contacts seem to be clean. Nothing's blown out. Usually these plates are separated if it's bad. It looks good. I tried to test it with my multimeter doing ohms, but I couldn't get a definitive reading on it. You know, if it was over 250 or something like that, it's good, but I couldn't make heads or tails of it. I forgot how to do it. But anyway, I wouldn't sell this, but I would keep it in my bin of parts in case I needed it in the future and to try it. But I don't know if it works or not because we weren't getting any spark. But then again, you know, whatever was going on there prevented me to get any spark from this. So here's the rest of it. This is the sandwich left and right parts of the entire lower housing. I could try to sell that. I don't know, why would anybody want that, right? I mean, unless you ran it over with a car. Blower tube, people may want. Gas tank, yep. Because people eventually, you know, the gas tanks leak or crack or whatever, and this is a good OEM Echo gas tank. You know, like cage for the muffler area, the muffler itself, the fan cage, recoil starter, clutch. This is the bezel that holds the tube, call it a clamp or a ring, whatever, that holds the tube to it. The old carburetor, I'll throw in my carburetor parts. This is the handle with the trigger, heat shield, whatever other brackets, intake manifold to the carburetor, cylinder head, engine block with the piston and the flywheel. Yeah, you know, some good parts here. I'll probably only list the recoil starter, maybe that, I doubt it. Gas tank, the air cleaner cover and base. This actually sells pretty well. A lot of people lose these, whatever, and then when they decide that they want it again, they'll buy it, you know? So I'll sell that. So there we go, guys. Did we fix it? No. Did you think we were going to fix it? I didn't think so. So we found out after taking the whole thing apart that after we unlocked everything, unseized the engine, it was rotating completely. We realized that the piston ring was completely compressed inside, which is a common problem when things sit for a long time and is exposure to a lot of water or moisture. So if you replace that piston, it probably would work. Maybe it was the magneto not getting any spark, but either way, it's such a low valued item that the amount of time you put into it to refix it, buy the parts for it, it's just simply not worth it. You can buy one of these things used off Craigslist for like $30, $25, whatever, working and running. Brand new, maybe if you find one on sale, $99, $125, something like that, you know what I mean? And if you don't get Echo, there's a lot of other brands out there too, gas powered, you can find for under $75, brand new on Amazon. So leaf blowers, you know, a dime a dozen, especially the PB-251 or 250 or 2520 or 255. It's all the same variant, 25cc engine, Echo leaf blower. They're very common, very inexpensive. Brand new ones nowadays, I don't know, 150, 175, something like that. But I like the backpack blowers better because after a while of using it, your arm gets fatigued. Whereas the backpack blower, you don't even feel like it's on you, you know? Unless it's a Red Max, because believe me, that thing is like 50 pounds. You'll feel it for sure. But it blows like crazy. I mean, that's like the best backpack blower I ever had was a Red Max. It'll blow you down. Hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. We'll see you guys next time on Mowers and Blowers.
See you guys next time on Mowers and Blowers.